Hey everybody, I decided to completely redo the test, so this is coming at you a little late, but I'm going to go through the test with you right now, and it will start on a page that looks pretty much like this. This is a preview version of the exam, and you can't see this exactly, but except for the little notes that it leaves for me, like this is a preview version, you should pretty much see the same thing that I am showing you right now. So the first page are some instructions. There are only two rules. One, it's an open book exam, and the other one that is you cannot work with anybody else. This is for you to do alone, and if you get caught working on this with somebody else, it will result in a 0 on the exam, so don't do that. All right, I've got some tips for you. Believe it or not, the most errors on an exam don't have anything to do with not knowing the information or not being able to find it. I mean, it is an open book exam. The most number of errors have to do with people either misreading the question or forgetting what the question was in the middle of answering it and answering something not quite on point. So I always suggest that you reread the question after you've answered it, just to make sure you have reread the question, not your answer, to make sure that you have answered the question as it was asked. When you finished the exam, go back through the exam really quickly and make sure you didn't accidentally skip a question. Believe me, that happens a lot. I think sometimes just because we're all playing with our mouse all the time that we sometimes scroll past a question and don't notice we've missed it. Be sure and save or use the update or submit buttons that they give you for each question. Otherwise, even if you think you're done, your work will disappear. That's another way that you can accidentally miss a question, by not saving it properly, and then it will appear as though you didn't answer it. Also, beware that Canvas will log you off if you haven't actually used the computer for some amount of time. I don't know what that time frame is, but I do know that plenty of people have lost their work because of that. So if in fact you get up and you leave the computer to go eat or something and you've forgotten to save it, when you come back, instead of trying to save it right away, highlight your work like this and copy it, so that in case when you submit it you've been logged out and it disappears, you can just use your paste function and put it back. Lastly, do not be one of those people who kept putting off doing your exam and the deadline came and went and you didn't get it done. That would be terrible. Okay, I'm going to just show you the questions that are on this exam, and you will see what's going on. I will also point out to you that in the upper right-hand corner of each of these questions, there is a number of points. The points vary from, I believe, 4 points to 10 points. So there's a missing question here. Anyway, the first question, there's a missing answer here. From America's nonprofit sector, a primer. So what you will see on each of these questions is I told you exactly what reading to go to. It says, which source provides the most financial support for the work of nonprofit organizations? I have no idea what the missing answer is there. I'll have to go back and see if I somehow screwed that up. All right, there's a button at the bottom that says next. Question 2 is a true/false. Nonprofits focus on doing good at the expense of economic return, and as such, does not need to worry about the economics of survival that a for-profit must pay attention to. Question 3, worth 8 points. Again, one's missing. I'll have to go back and see what that's all about. From Chapter 43, Managing Finances, this is the Community Tool Book. Choose all the answers that are true. I'm not going to read them all to you, but you'll have a chance to read them and check the reading itself for the correct answers. Question 4. This is from How to Lose Your 501c3 Tax Exempt Status Without Really Trying, and it's just a question that's multiple choice. Which of the following can cause you to lose your tax exempt status? Check all that apply. Question 5. From the Social Enterprise Business Model by Westaway. Thinking of your fake organization, pick one of the business models on Westaway's table that you think could work to bring in some revenues for your fake organization. Which one did you pick and why do you think it's appropriate? P.S. If your team is struggling to figure out how to make your fake organization budget work, you might add this to your revenue mix. That's an essay question. I have to grade it. Too bad for me. Okay, question 6. This is from the life cycle material. Which of the following choices is described by this statement? The mission and programs have taken hold in the community and the demand for services exceeds the organization's capabilities. Question 7. From the Nonprofit Answer book, which of the following is not the duty of a board member? Question 8, 10 points from The Importance of a Social Safety Net program by Cohen. What is Cohen's argument for why social safety nets are critical? Just make your point succinctly and don't feel like you have to write a huge essay. That instruction, although I don't think I copied it in all of the essay questions that I gave you, there aren't that many, but in the few that I did, is always the same. I have to read it, so if it's long and it's wordy and it actually doesn't say very much, I'm not going to be happy. If you can say what you need to say in 3 or 4 sentences, feel free. Don't feel like more words will get you more points. Question 9, from Engaging the Nonprofit Workforce. True or false, nonprofit employees are often both highly engaged in their work and burnt out. Question 10, from the Hidden in Plain Sight by Miller. Explain capital structure and why it's important. Don't lift the definition from the article. Put it in your own words. Just want to know that you understand it. Question 11, from the Networked Nonprofit. How does the author of this article describe the benefits of being a networked nonprofit? Put the answer in your own words. Question 12, from Building a Performance Measurement System. Which of the following is not one of the steps for building a performance measurement system? Question 13, this is a throwaway question. What is your main takeaway from this semester? Anything that you've learned that you believe will be important to remember after you leave this class? That question is a throwaway for you because there's no wrong answer, but it's good information for me about how you responded to the different subject matter in the class. Okay, question 14, from Teamwork Skills. Referring in your answer to the characteristics of a good team from the article, how does your team measure up? What are they good at and where could they use improvement? Okay, don't forget when it says referring to the article, actually refer to the article in your answer. Question 15, check out this website. I've given you a website here. I'll show you in a minute. Looking at what this organization is all about. List 4 skills or competencies that they should definitely have on their board and 1 organization or type of organization that they should partner with. I'm trying to make this screen bigger so you can see the whole thing. Okay, so there is that web page. It's just an organization, and you will read about it. You'll read their about page and whatever you need to read in order to know enough to answer that question. Okay, let me make this smaller again. Okay, that's it. There are 15 questions on this quiz. Altogether, it adds up to 100 points. If you have any questions about the the way to take it or anything, just email me. There is no class on Wednesday for anybody, whether you're taking the exam or not. And you have between Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. to the following Monday morning at 8 a.m. Be sure and realize that you do not have all day Monday. That's a big no. You do not have all day Monday, next Monday. It's going to be due in the morning, so don't think you have all day Monday to take it. All right, that's it. And if you have any questions, again, email me. Good luck.